Hey everyone, it's Kevin at Classic. I'm here at the Exhibitor Live booth 1645, our Classic Exhibits booth. I want to talk to you about the latest product that we have released for this show. It's called Gravitee. So let me start off by showing you some of the components. At its core, Gravitee is a framed panel system. It's about 2 inches thick, 58 millimeters thickness, I believe, is the final measurement. It's meant to accept both direct print graphics and SCG graphics. So let's get into the product and let me show you how it works. On every lower panel, those of you who know Classic well will recognize these clips. These are our side clips that came from our modular laminate LT system, and most importantly, our locking clip at the top. This is a totally toolless panel system. So in order to put two panels together, line up, all your lower panels will have blue clips, and if your upper panels will have red clips, and if you have a third level, they'll have green clips. But we just got some bottom panels here to show you how these go together. So set your two panels side by side. Only have to lift about 2 inches. That's it. Again, no tools. Slides together, all your bottom panels lock together. So now you have a perfectly level surface all the way around as you build the rest of your exhibit, stack on top of it, add your graphics, etc. The next element I'd like to show you is how the panel system stacks. I'm going to grab a little curved panel to show you how this works. Focus here on the top. There's this part that comes pre-installed in every lower panel, or in this case, you've got a lower and what would be a middle panel. These are just demonstration panels. But there's a plunger that's located in the top of every panel. That plunger pushes up, spins, and locks in place, allowing your panels to stack on top of one another. I'm going to kind of do this in reverse so you see how it works. We have that same connection right here between these two panels. If I come down here, you notice this black knob. If I come down here, if I loosen this black knob and then just turn the screw half, it drops out. Do the same thing here. Turn the screw half turn, and it drops out. Then your panels separate, and you'll notice on the underside, there's the pill slot that plunger goes into and locks in place, making a seamless stacking mechanism. While I've got the curves in my hand, the initial product rollout comes with 3 standard curves, a 60-inch radius, a 90-inch radius, and a 120-inch radius. Being that we're Classic Exhibits, being how we've manufactured things in the past, of course we can customize beyond that, so don't ever be afraid to ask. The next element I want to tell you about is the corner pieces. One of the things we learned over the years through our modular system was you sure have to have a lot of corners, because as your designer's design, you want to be able to make a 90-degree, maybe a 180-degree connection, 120, a 135, etc., etc., etc. In developing this system, we wanted to minimize the number of actual extrusions that were needed to meet all the same connection needs that we knew the market was going to ask for. So first I'm going to show you our basic end post, and you'll notice it's a pretty unique shape. This serves as a 4-way connection. It can serve as a T connection. It can serve as a 180-degree connection. But most importantly, in its 90-degree connection, you have options. Right? If you look closely, you've got a nice radius corner here if you want to have an exposed extrusion edge on your corners. If you want a sharp look on the corners, you can actually use the sharp 90-degree. But I think what most people like is the double SCG slot option on the one corner, where you can then build around an entire wall and terminate one SCG graphic on one corner, creating a seamless graphic look all the way around a particular exhibit. Connects the exact same way. It's a clip connector, slides right into place. So then you ask, well, you've got this covered for your 4-way, your T, your 180, your 90s, etc. But what about all those other connections that we know the designers are going to come up with, most of which are probably going to be some sort of a custom connection, even like what we're showing here on this corner, which is a very custom connection. So our answer for custom connections really comes from learning from the very first product line that we developed and we came to market with, which was our intro folding fabric panel system. For those of you who remember, or even those of you who haven't seen it before, it had a engineered geared connection that was made up of two extrusions like these. They were much smaller at the time because it was a smaller panel system, but we used the exact same thought process and technology to develop this corner connection. And our hinge connector can then rotate and hit any degree corner that your client needs. If you've got a double wall scenario, you can put them back to back. If you need to hit a 127 degree corner, you can hit that. So you can rotate this and use it however you want. And if you want the extrusion exposed, it actually finishes very nicely. But some people want to be able to, again, like on the other post, be able to wrap a graphic all the way around a corner and not see this profile. So we have an answer for that as well. If that's the situation and you're wanting to wrap a graphic all the way around a corner and it's going to be a custom angle, we use our CNC mill. We mill some caps for the top and bottom of the profile, and look what happens. Create a slot right at the top that allows you to wrap your SEG graphics seamlessly around the corner. This has been a real fun part to develop and realize the possibilities of what it's going to be able to allow this system to do. The next element, I'm going to grab this curve panel again to show you that we really like and I feel is pretty extraordinary compared to some other products in the marketplace, is notice this little bite on the corner. It's on the top and it's on the sides. We've essentially notched out the corner of every flat panel, every curved panel, and that's standard. That's just how they come. What's so significant about this? If you have SEG graphics currently on some systems, wherever you go from one panel to another, you have to cut that SEG so that you can skip over that and make sure that you pass over to the next panel without creating some sort of bulge at that corner or bunching up. By notching this, you could conceivably have an 8-foot high wall that's 20 foot long, all one SEG graphic. And your graphic provider, they love this. They never have to cut that SEG. By cutting that SEG is not only extra labor for them, but more importantly, when people have graphic text on graphics, wherever you cut that SEG, it releases a little bit of the tension of the SEG graphic. So sometimes it can skew what the graphic's going to actually look like. That all goes away with this new system. If you look at the panel again, re-emphasize, you have the ability to put a direct print 1/8 inch centric graphic individually in each panel if you'd like, or again, you can do the SEG. Now, with this product, it was very important. I kind of gave you a little sense for the history of it. It was very important that it works with everything that we do currently in our production process, old and new. And much of what we work with, as I mentioned before, is our classical dual profiles. So we built this so that it actually has a slot here that will accept our standard extrusion lock, a slot on the interior which will also accept our extrusion lock. That becomes critical if you're wanting to build off the panels. If you have a hard direct print panel here and you want to build a bridge unit off the top of it, you can actually lock directly into this. Or if you have a large monitor that you want to mount into a flat panel, we can put a standard 45mm square profile, put a lock right into place here, and now you can mount your monitor right to it. So it's very versatile when it comes to that. As far as panels go, we don't live in the world of standard, but we certainly will have a standard list of panels for you to choose from. Everything from 19-inch wide up to 46-inch wide, from 23-inch high all the way to 95-inch high. The standard panels that most people are going to be looking at are probably the 38-inch wide by the 95-inch high panels and the 46-inch wide by 95-inch high panels. But again, don't worry about it. Let design dictate what size those panels are going to be. We hope that you like this product. I know it's been very well received at the show. We're all very, very excited about it. If you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to us, www.classicexhibits.com, or give us a call at 503-652-2100. Thanks. I hope you have a great day.